Can I get this entire 5-gallon bucket of crab apples processed today? The first thing I want to make from this 5-gallon bucket of crab apples is crabapple jelly. That's going to require 3 pounds of crab apples. So I need to get these washed, stemmed, blossom ends removed, and cored. If I find some really pretty ones that don't have Mars on them, I'll leave the stems on and maybe make another batch of spiced crab apples. I'm going to have to put some water and lemon juice in here so that they don't brown. Thank goodness for Sam's and my great big jug of lemon juice. Ooh, that's a lot. You don't want all of the crab apples to be super ripe. You need, because this is a no pectin recipe, they have plenty of pectin in them, but you need to have some that aren't super ripe. And look at all that waste. I'm going to give some of it to my composting worms, but they're already inundated. 3 pounds. 2 hours of coring barely made a dent in my 5-gallon bucket of crab apples, but I've got crabapple jelly and sauce in the works. The crabapple and water mixture came to a boil, and I've turned it down to low, and I've got it simmering, and have lightly mashed it with a potato masher. So we're going to let it simmer for 15 minutes. The mashed crab apples have simmered for 15 minutes on low. Now it's time to strain out the pulp and collect the juice. Ooh, that's hot. I'm putting the pulp that I've got into this saucepan because I'll be adding more to it for crabapple sauce. The ratio for this jelly is 4 cups of juice to 3 cups of sugar. So let's see how much juice we've got. There's 4 cups. So I'm going to pour it into my stock pot. And then let's see, I'll pour this more carefully so I can decant any solids, but let's see how much juice we get out of this. Maybe we can make 1.5 batches. So that's just over 2 cups. I'm going to just decant a little bit of it off. Pour a little bit off so that I have exactly 2 cups. So I've got 6 cups of juice in here, which means I already had 3 cups of sugar pre-measured, but I need another 1.5 cups because I'm doing a batch and a half. 6 cups of juice and 4.5 cups of sugar. Now we're going to get this going. Get the sugar stirred in. I'm going to bring this to a boil and boil it until the jelly test where the liquid sheets between the tines of a metal fork. My jars are hot in the dishwasher. I just ran those and they are finished. At a rolling boil for 5 minutes. Let's give it the sheet test, the jelly test on the tines of a fork. Nope, not ready. It needs to sheet in between the tines, so we've got some time to go here. Alright, this has been boiling for an additional probably 10 minutes. I'm getting sheeting on the fork, not on the back though when I turn it over. I'm going to get the hot jars out, and I've got my lids on the heat in the back there. We will fill these to within 1/4 inch of the top. Hot. Finger tight, and turn over the 8-ounce jars. Make sure there's no jelly on the rims. I'll set the 5-minute timer when I get them all filled. Something else I wanted to do is create a couple of real small jars. I have these with the kind of that Knott's Berry Farm looking lid. And create a couple of these small jars for like charcuterie boxes or picnics that we might do. So 2 teeny tiny jars. They're just so cute. There we go. I'm gonna let these sit for 5 minutes now to warm up the seal, and then I'll turn them back over, and then they'll have to cool for 24 hours. So it's 6 cups of juice, 4.5 cups of sugar, and that yielded 8-ounce jars. 5-minute timer just went off, and I'm going to turn all the jars over. That's enough to heat the seals. And when these start cooling, they'll pop, and that means that they've sealed. Hopefully they gel. I don't know. This was the no pectin recipe because crab apples apparently have plenty of pectin in them, but it took quite a long time for it to start sheeting. We'll let those cool for 24 hours, and then when this little bowl has cooled, we're going to taste test that. Very pretty. Some for gifts, some for us all winter.